Here are the steps you need to follow. Step number one, you need to familiarize yourself with delivery step vans. The thing is that a lot of folks talk about delivery step vans, but they have no idea what we're talking about. So what is a delivery step van? It is basically a commercial vehicle that consists of a cargo area and a cab. In most cases, the cab offers direct access to the cargo space, so this makes it a lot easier for delivery drivers to quickly grab goods from the back of the truck without leaving the vehicle. And this kind of van is also unique due to its low step-ups under all the doors. This is where the van gets the name step van. And the lower steps make this trucks ideal for delivery services. So basically, drivers can quickly hop in and out of the vehicle with less energy use. And believe me, if you have to deliver, let's say you have 20 loads or 30 loads per day, and every bit of energy that you can save is really important. So the whole thing makes the delivery of goods more efficient and simple. And delivery step vans come in numerous sizes, allowing companies to choose a delivery vehicle that will actually meet their specific cargo needs. And we actually have a lot of clients who are owner operators and even fleet owners who basically we've seen all kinds of all sizes of delivery step vans. And one thing I want to say here is that a delivery step van is indeed a commercial vehicle. Okay, this is very important. And the thing is that in terms of height, step vans are tall commercial trucks. While not all delivery steps are of the same height, on average, you can expect the truck to be approximately 85-inch high and 93-inch wide. Okay, so this is the kind of the average dimensions that you need to think about. And one thing I want to say here is that those trucks are designed with a tall cargo space that makes it easy to transport everything from laundry to groceries. And the thing is, you don't need a CDL to drive them. Okay, the majority of delivery step vans, you can drive them without a CDL. The only thing is, if you are going to let's say you're going to haul federally sensitive loads, then you need to actually have a CDL. Or you're doing interstate, and this is also you need a CDL. And one thing I want to say here is that, for example, if you are loading, let's say you are hauling, hazmat, hazardous materials, then you need to have some kind of guarantee and some kind of licenses and permits, including CDL. If you are loading, let's say you are hauling things that are sort of related, that are associated with the military, for example, or the seaports, very sensitive areas of the economy or national security, then you will need to have not only CDL but also DOT clearance and other types of clearances. But overall, you don't need to have CDL to drive a delivery step van. Step number two, you need to buy or lease a step van. By the way, boss, welcome back to the channel. We really appreciate having you here. So we're just having our conversation about delivery step van, the business for beginners. And so after familiarizing yourself with the delivery step van, I want you to now think about how to acquire the vehicle. Are you going to buy? Are you going to lease? What's your option? Talk to me, boss. Talk to me. The thing is, when we talk about delivery step van, you got to ask yourself, buy or lease this? The answer to that question has financial implications, right? So if you have to buy, then you have to think about credit analysis, your personal credit or your business credit. Do you have some cash to put down, or you are looking for EIN only, zero down delivery, step van delivery loans? Okay, and the thing is, when we talk about buying or leasing a step van, there are pros and cons for each option. The thing is, you got to ask yourself right now, in your situation, are you financially healthy? Are you banking? Are you just scraping by? Okay, and in terms of your operation, is your operation solid? Do you have the experience in the field, or are you just brand new? In other words, if you are watching this show, you probably are a rookie, but the question is, do you have other partners that you can actually team up with, and those partners have the required experience in the industry? Okay, so this is important. One thing I want to say here is that when we talk about buying or leasing, remember the types of step vans that you have. The primary ones, you have the Freightliner and you have the Ford. Those are the two sort of primary step vans that you have in the industry. Okay, now Whether you buy or lease, you still have to think about new versus used step vans. Let's quickly talk about the pros and cons of new step vans versus used step vans. New step vans, the pros: it's brand new, no history of vehicle maintenance, so it's less likely to have pre-existing issues, full factory warranty, nationwide delivery from most step van sellers, low finance rates, and more financing options. The cons: higher price tag, delivery lead time could be due to manufacturing or shipping issues, warranty and maintenance facilities may be miles away from where you purchased it. What about the used step vans? The pros: cheaper than brand new, faster financing approval, third-party warranty options, more options for maintenance hubs, faster turnaround time, no need to start from scratch with its basic features and accessories. What about the cons? No factory warranty coverage, short-term financing, and history of vehicle maintenance. So you got to think about the constellation of all those factors before making a decision. Now I want to talk to you about 5 things to consider when buying a used step van. I really want to talk about that a little bit, okay? It's very important. By the way, today's topic, boss, we're still talking about step van delivery business for beginners. And I want to quickly take a parenthesis here when I want to talk about there are 5 important things to consider when buying a used step van. Number 1, boss, I want you to think about your budget. That's what I asked you earlier. Do you have the cash? Do you have savings? Are you banking, or you just need 0%? You need 100% financing. What is your budget? Okay, and the thing is that if you don't have cash, actual cash, can you monetize some of your assets? In other words, can you sell maybe a car, or can you sell a piece of machinery? Do you sell something, or can you get money from friends and family? The second thing you need to pay attention to is financing options. Is your bank willing to finance the step van delivery, the step van for you? Or can you get an online lender? Or can you get an alternative lender, such as Balboa Capital, for example? Do you qualify? What about gas versus diesel? Okay, so before choosing a particular model or unit, check whether you need a diesel or a gas step van for your business. Learn about the price differences, fuel costs or consumption, and also efficiency. See, the thing is, it's not just about consumption here, it's also about fuel efficiency. You should have a true understanding of these factors prior to making the purchase. This is really important. And pay attention to delivery. So when you decide to buy a used step van, find a dealer that can provide you with the right information about their delivery options. Delivery times vary. Those times vary depending on the distance between you and the location of the dealer. So you want to find a dealership that understands and values your time and can actually address your need for timely delivery of the used vehicle. And the 5th criteria you have to pay attention to, it must be FedEx ISP certified. As a business owner, you should invest in a used step van that meets ISP standards and avoid dealerships that do not comply with strict DOT mechanical inspection rules. Choose a trustworthy used step van dealership is really, really important. Do your research and determine if the used step van you are buying is ISP certified. Very, very important. And so buying a used step van requires patience and careful consideration. So doing your homework can save you a lot of time and also save you from future headaches and losses. So boss, we are talking about how to start a step van delivery business. Step number 1, familiarize yourself with delivery step vans. Step number 2, you want to buy or lease a step van. Step number 3, you want to devise. Okay, very important. You need to devise a business plan for your delivery step van. This is really important, and this is where a lot of rookies make mistakes. Because they're all sort of gung-ho, they're really impatient to start the business, but you have no planning. You have no planning, son. I'm talking to you. If you don't plan your delivery step van business, you're not going to succeed. It takes a lot of preparation. It takes a logic. It takes a code. It takes a formula. It takes a set of processes that you have to go through to make sure that you are ready on day one. See, a proper cargo van, a proper delivery step van business or business plan We'll help you turn out what's really important. We'll actually root out what's bad and what's good in the industry, so you know exactly what's good for your targeted audience. Okay, so you are basically are able to turn thoughts into action at the right time. And so when we talk about the delivery step van business plan, you can include things like keeping your budgets on track, identifying your competitors and the target market, thinking about strategic marketing techniques and business goals, pricing strategy as per your requirements. See, the thing is, if you are trying to start a delivery step van business, you have to think about pricing. And when we talk about pricing, we analyze three things. Do you want to do RPM, in other words, rate per mile? Do you want to charge per project, or you want to charge per hour? So those are the three things those are the three options I want you to really pay attention to. And it depends on the you don't have to have a uniform pricing strategy across the board. You can say, listen, for this category of clients, I'm only going to charge RPM. For this other category, I'm going to charge only a rate per. I'm going to charge them per project. And for the third category, I'm just charging them, based on the hour. So this is really important. And think about operational plans and challenges that can come along also for your business plan, and the skills and expertise required in your delivery drivers or other team members if you were to be a fleet operator, the fleet owner rather. One thing I want to say here is that, boss, if you're listening to me right now, you are a rookie, you're thinking about getting this, please, if you are good at writing business literature, go ahead and write your own business plan. If not, just outsource the whole thing to someone, either online on Fiverr, Upwork, TopTal, freelancer.com, or offline to someone locally. Step number 4 was you have to explore business options for the step van in general. By the way, I want to quickly remind everybody of today's topic. We're talking about step van delivery business for beginners. I'm going step by step here. Step number 1, familiarize yourself with delivery step vans. Number 2, you want to buy or lease a step van. Number 3, you want to devise a business plan for your delivery step van. Option number 4, you need to explore business options for the step van in general. See, the thing is that when you have a step van, you have a constellation of ways to make money. See, the thing is, don't ever bog yourself down into a specific niche and say, listen, I can't make money. I can't make money. It's the only option I can make money. No way, Jose. You have a diversity. You have a catalog of options. For example, you can use your delivery step van as a tool truck. Okay, so businesses that need numerous tools to complete their job have a need for a truck that can hold all of their tools and also allow them enough space to get in and out of the truck. Okay, so although a regular van may appear to be enough room, it can begin to get cramped quickly. So smashing your tools and equipment together can cause items to break during transportation. So step vans are a great option for tool trucks to ensure the employees are efficiently getting work done. So that's one option where you can actually make money with a delivery step van. Okay, and also you can think about package delivery. That's the bread of your business. You deliver loads, you deliver anything, this is for actually B2B, but also B2C. Okay. I mean, in your case, you can consider also businesses or consumers. Also think about health and human services. Everyone is looking for ways to get cheaper and easier access to healthcare services, and the step van is an easy vehicle to convert into a mobile business, which makes them perfect for a mobile clinic. Okay, because the step van has a bedroom, has a headroom and wheels, it can make it easier to get healthcare services out of the community for things like eye exams and mammograms. See, the whole thing is, boss, it's not you actually performing the medical services, it's you actually renting your step van out to a third party who wants to do something like this in your area. Okay, so I'm just giving you a lot of options where you can make money by yourself or make money for yourself without actually doing anything. Also think about using the delivery step van as a food truck. You can rent it out. You can rent it out to a third party, to another another player in the region, so that they can actually use it as a food truck. I mean, everybody knows that food trucks are incredibly popular and they are everywhere. Okay, so commonly 18 to 22 feet step van are manufactured as food truck spec, or they are converted from ISP ready trucks to a food truck. Very important. Step number 5, boss. You want to zero in on a specific delivery niche and location. See, the thing is, when you have a delivery step, when you're thinking about step van delivery business, it's really important to understand that you're not the only one in the industry. As a matter of fact, you have gazillions of competitors. So if you're just wasting your time just trying to be everything to everybody at the same time, you're not going to make money. This is why it's important to really niche down. And niche down, this means what? It means that you really want to narrow your focus so that you can actually focus on 3 or 4 sectors. People call it niches. Okay. And the thing here is that okay. Let me just say one thing. Think about it. You are new. Nobody knows your ass. Nobody knows you. And in addition to that, you are trying to do everything at the same time. It's not going to work. Instead, what you want to do here is that you want to really think about actually having a foot in the door. You want to basically you want to actually make people know you, and once they know you, you can start charging for specific stuff. Okay, so here are the niches that you might want to consider: delivery of furniture, or actually doing moving services. Now, when it comes to moving, you have to be physically fit. So if you are intellectually and physically fit, then you can actually go with delivery businesses. In other words, delivery furniture rather. Think about last mile delivery services. Think about catering services, flower delivery, medical transports, mobile pet grooming business. Okay, so you have HVAC technicians, you have cleaning services, you have mobile auto detailers. The thing I'm trying to explain here is that when I'm talking about actually choosing a niche, it's very important for you to think about your geography, because a niche might be very popular in a certain geography but really suck when it comes to other geographies. It's really important to actually make sure there is a strong alignment between the niche you are actually choosing and the popularity of that niche in the specific place you're currently at. It's not about a niche being bad or good. It's about just what we call fitness. Okay, the niche must really fit within the industry that you're currently in. Another thing I want to say here is that when we talk about niching down, please think about using social media to actually do some product research, do some industry research to know exactly what's actually possible in the kind of industry you are going after. Okay, in other words, you want to validate the industry so that you don't make a big boo-boo and start losing money in the long run. Very, very important. I want to talk to you now about step number 6. You want to get your delivery step van business set up. See, the whole thing is you've done a lot of work. You've done a lot of you have actually familiarized yourself with delivery step vans in general. You have thought about buying or leasing a step van. You have written or have someone write for you a business plan for your delivery step van. You have explored business options with a step van in general. You have zeroed in on specific delivery niches and locations. Now it's important for you to actually go a little step further. Get your delivery step van business set up. Now, what does that mean? It means a lot of things, but it just means at a minimum, you need to register your business. Okay, you need to register your business. Obviously, you have to choose the kind of legal structure you have. And when we talk about legal structure, we are speaking about either remaining a sole proprietorship, becoming an LLC, ALP, S corp, C corp, partnership, and whatnot. But those happen at the state level. So you have to actually acquire. You have to think about the best strategy for you. You have to inquire from state authorities to have a clear idea of what kind of conditions you must fulfill. Okay, so basically, don't forget to you have to file the paperwork, and it's just a lot easier to choose the LLC type of business structure, and don't forget to file your articles of organization or of incorporation based on the kind of legal structure you choose. And also, you want to think about what really matters. You have to think about having a registered agent service. This is important. And please make sure that you actually have all the licenses and permits that pertain to the specific kind of the step van delivery business you want to have. So those are really important things. I mean, do not underestimate those, okay? And also apply for cargo insurance, okay? This is important now. In terms of license, remember, you don't need a CDL for your van. You may need to get permits, licenses, and cargo insurance based on your business type, flower delivery, courier, or other businesses. And in terms of your cargo insurance, please make sure that you are able to talk to the rep before actually renewing the insurance to make sure that your area is still covered. This is very, very important. Step number 7, boss, and that's the last in today's conversation. You basically need to get customers for your delivery step van. In other words, you need to start acquiring customers. And when we talk about acquiring customers, the thing is you want to start local. I don't care. People talk about social media. People talk about, you can watch this kind of show. This is good because you're trying to educate yourself. But at the end of the day, you start making money by acquiring customers that are next door. So if you have a delivery, if you want to make money from day one from your step van delivery business, make sure that you speak to the right person in the community so that you have a clear idea of how to direct your thoughts, how to direct your strategy, okay? And so when we talk about getting customers for your delivery step van, we're also talking about branding your van delivery business. It's very important to brand, okay? Brand means what? Brand means you have to think about things like a logo, things like your websites, things like your LinkedIn profile, because I know that you are everywhere. Maybe you are on Instagram, but you're not on all other social platforms. So what I'm trying to say here is that you have to make sure that you brand your delivery business properly. In terms of logo, okay, hire someone to do it for you. Hire someone locally or hire someone online, not a problem. Think about having a website. And this could be a small website, 1 page or 2 pages. Everything I'm telling you, this could cost you like $10 or $20 or $50 maximum. You don't have to spend a whole fortune to set up your entire operation. Okay, this is really good. And also think about marketing your delivery services. So you have a great business, you have a great car, you have thought about doing your research. Now it's about time to actually go and start raking it in. Okay, this is really important. And one thing I also want to say here is that when we talk about marketing your delivery services, those have nothing to do with the website. And this is something you need to think about. That with the website will actually have more information about what you do as a business, but not the kinds of loads that you are willing to accept. So this is really important. And one thing I also want to say here is that when we speak about marketing your delivery services, please target the whole world. Target the whole world. This will be very, very good. Even if you are trying to carry loads locally, by targeting the whole world, you are able to draw attention to your small business. And that's what you need. You need to draw attention to your small business. And once you are able to draw the necessary attention, you can now actually adjust, quote unquote, adjust your plans and go back to where you were beforehand. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just talking to you about step van delivery business for beginners. Here are the steps you need to follow. Familiarize yourself with the step van. Buy or lease a step van. Devise a business plan for your delivery step van. Explore business option with the delivery step van. Zero in on specific delivery niche and location. Get your delivery steps in terms of you want to get your delivery step van business set up. And last but not the least, you need to get customers for your delivery step van. Fantastic. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. God bless you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.